This is the second guitar lesson for the ACDC song You Shook Me All Night Long, brought to you by my website GuitarMadeEZ.com. So a lot of people ask me how to play the song. I did a cover about 6 months ago. A lot of people liked it. This song is done a ton of different ways online. There's a bunch of different wrong ways out there to play this song. Angus Young, when he plays this song, you know it's ACDC because of the way he plays it. He's got a ton of just individual, very specific licks that he does, and a couple very specific techniques that he does, and chord formations that make it sound just like ACDC. So if you don't play it that way, it might sound off, it might not sound like the song. So for this lesson, I'm going to cover the verse. This verse is super simple. All you got to know are variations of your G, your C, and your D chord. Okay, you should all know that by now. It's super easy chord progression, okay? There's a couple little things that he does to make it sound really cool and give it kind of like that ACDC punch or that Angus Young kick. Okay? So starting off, make a G. Alright? Now what you're going to do, this is a regular G, a textbook G. Angus Young, he plays his G like this. He takes his pointer finger off, mutes that A string with the pad of his middle finger, and instead of this, it's this. You can kind of hear the difference. Maybe through the video camera you can't, but it's those little things that make playing this song sound exactly like ACDC compared to somebody strumming it around a campfire, okay? So that's how he plays his G. The first note of the song is this. He mutes it with his palm. In this song there's a lot of this muting, kind of like this let it know ring and then mute it. So hear that? Alright, the next chord is C. And this whole progression, one more thing I want to say, is all downstrokes, okay? I think I might have used a couple upstrokes in the cover, but it's going to be easy for you anyways. Just do the downstrokes. It makes it a ton easier. Okay, so now 2 downstroke of C. And when I'm downstroking C, I'm not hitting either of these E's, okay? So just these 4 strings in the middle. Now this is a variation of G, okay? It's not your textbook G, it's missing the pinky. So this is the G that he plays at this part of the song. Back to C, 1 stroke. Back to that G, and then D. And his variation of D is this. It's a D, but you're only playing these 3 strings. The D, the G, and the B, okay? So it should sound like this. Hear it? Okay. If he didn't have those mutes in there, it would sound really funky. It wouldn't sound like the same song. Or it might just sound a lot more, wouldn't have that emotion, that feel that Angus Young gives the song. So it would sound like this. See, when it rings, it just doesn't sound the same. You gotta use it. You gotta mute it. Hear that? So, okay, so that's the call part of the verse. There's a call and there's an answer. Okay, the answer is, that's the answer part, okay? So the call, the answer. Answer's even easier than the call, okay? So the answer is 2 strums of that G, and then you go into the D, 1 strum of the G, back to the D, and that puts you back into the call. Okay, so I'll play it through you slow, and I'll get slower and slower so you can kind of see it. Okay, I'll do it a couple times. So. Super easy, okay? That's the next lesson, but super easy, okay? Just take it really slow and gradually get faster. A great way to practice this is play the song on a CD player or play the MP3 and play along with it. Get that feeling down, get that rhythm down. that's only going to help you. This song is all about rhythm and timing, okay? You got to know your rhythm and timing when it comes to playing any AC/DC or this song, okay? If you have any questions, I know I'm using a clean tone. I've got this awesome AC/DC tone that I use in my cover. I think it sounds probably the closest thing you can get without buying his guitar, using, you know, his Marshall tube amp, using his pickups, anything like that. It's a great tone. If you want it, you gotta have a pod, Line 6 XT Live. Let me know, I'll send it to you, okay? Aside from that, I've got the tab also on my website, GuitarMadeEZ.com. Check it out if you need help with the tab or anything like that. The next lesson is going to be over the chorus and over the solo, okay? So that's it. See you in the next lesson. Thanks.